Nick Ritchie here, Plant Physique, going through the MyFitnessPal tutorial for our members. Just going to have a look at the home screen. This is your diary screen. We're going to select lunch here, and then we're going to have a look. You can either search using the bar at the top, or you can scan barcodes like we just done here. Scan a bottle of water, and then you can change the serving size by hitting the button here, and then you can just hit save, and then of course the tick box at the top once you're done allows you to add that food to your diary. This is your diary screen here, and usually I just add everything into lunch because it remembers in your recent here, which is here's the recent, and we're just selecting another recent. It remembers everything you put in here, including the quantities you used. So if you want to adjust the quantities, or you just want to add in these black bean burgers, add the tick box at the top there, hit the plus again. You might want to search a food. You can do that using the search bar at the top. Check the serving sizes because you can adjust those a lot of the time, and you can of course adjust from one serving to 0.65, or if that's 100 grams and you had 65 grams, you just do 0.65 to give you 65 grams there worth of the rice brown, and that says cooked. So make sure when you're putting things in it's cooked or uncooked. These things make a big difference to the calorie. So that's the diary. You're just adding your foods in throughout the day. That's the thing you'll use the most. You'll also go add new recipes along the right hand here, and then add new recipe at the bottom, or we can select this one here. We can select a recipe that's already there. So add new recipe, create new, give it a name. This is mostly just saves to your phone. Add one serving, just makes it quick if you're going to use the recipe time and time again. And then a tick box at the top, or the done or save or whatever button it is. And once you've done that, it takes you to add the ingredients. Now really it doesn't have to be the exact ingredients, it just has to be something similar in terms of calorie intake. Or if you're tracking your macronutrients, then it has to be something similar in terms, or you can just type protein into the search bar up here, and then when you hit the search button, it'll just come up with protein per gram. So if you just want to put the exact protein, carb and fat macros into the recipe, you can just do that just by typing in protein, carbohydrate and fat, and it'll also add you to confirm the ingredient, and it'll add it in there, the exact amount of grams. I'll put goji berries in there this time. Once you're done adding the ingredients and you're happy with it, it shows up the calories and the macronutrients in the bottom here. If you're good with it, then you can pretty much hit save, and then that's just going to save it, give it a second, and it's going to load into the recent list for lunch, and then you can just select that, and then if you're happy with the serving size, you can just put the recipe straight into lunch, and then it adds it to your calories, so that's perfect. We're just gonna, if you hit the side button up there, you can flick over to a menu, and then you can just select diary, which is where we've been on. I'm just going to show you the main menus that we use today, because that's really all we use. We only use MyFitnessPal to track calories. We don't put our exercise in there. I repeat, we don't put exercise burned in there. We just track our calorie intake each day. So here under goals, you can check calorie and macro goals, and you can adjust the macronutrients by hitting carbohydrate, etc. You can change the percentages, so jumping back to the menu there, going back, you can hit calories, and you can adjust the amount of calories that you're consuming each day just by hitting the back button, typing in the amount of calories that you want there. Pretty simple. This one's set on 1350 for Julia, I believe. Perfect. Once you're done, hit save. You can also adjust the percentages of macronutrients you're eating. This one's currently set to 80-10-10. It's not necessarily what we recommend. It's just set up that way at the moment. But that doesn't mean that Julia's going to hit that exactly every day either. Some days she might do 20-30%. So it doesn't matter too much if you're going over your macronutrient goals, unless you're specifically trying to hit targeted numbers. Alright, next after goals, we just want to show you settings, how to change kilojoules over to calories. So settings, my profile there, scroll down the bottom, it says down the bottom it's got units, and then you've got calories. Down the bottom, energy, you want to change energy from calories to kilojoules, or kilojoules to calories. We use calories, so set it to calories. and make sure you're using calories while using MyFitnessPal. Handy little app that it is. So all the menus here, we're just going to have a look at the nutrition side. So that just brings up a pie chart of what you've eaten for the day. This is the most important one, nutrients. Shows you your protein, carb, and fat for the day. It shows you a little bit about, vitamins and minerals. But the MyFitnessPal app's not very specific with vitamins and minerals. If you want to use an app that's more specific for vitamins and mineral intake, use Chronometer. Alright, then we go back to have a look at diary again. So that's really just the main screen. That's where you're going to do most. You can swipe to go backwards to yesterday or the day before. But pretty much that's the tutorial of MyFitnessPal. I hope you guys, our members, have found it really useful. And if you have any questions, do let us know.